Hi. Are you somebody who is afraid to call in what you want to attract into your life because you're afraid to lose it? Or are you somebody who immediately freaks out the second you call it in and maybe even picks fights with it, or doesn't trust what you call in if you have wanted it for a long time and you're afraid to lose it? So if this is you, which is a lot of my demographic, I want to reflect something to you. And I'm sorry for the harsh words, but that thing that you're afraid to receive because you're afraid it's going to go away again, that good thing that you want, that you're like, oh, if I actually call that in, I'm afraid because what if it just goes away again? Or the second that you realize things are getting good and you get afraid because it's getting good and you're like, oh, what do I have to do to keep this? Oh, how can I keep this? Well, I don't know if I shared this on here before. Maybe I did. I don't remember half the shit I say. But in Imperfectly Sane, I know that I write about it in that, which is one time somebody said to me, if I put water in my hand, how am I going to keep it? Like, how would you keep water in your hand? And the answer is obvious, right? If I cupped it, all of the water would seep through my fingers and I would lose it. But if I kept my hand open, then I can keep the water. So the way to keep the water is to stay open. And my reflection to somebody today who is like afraid to lose this good thing that she's getting was, you are going to lose that good thing that you are getting. You are 100% going to lose that good thing. It is inevitable that by circumstance or by death, you are going to lose that thing throughout your life, right? And that is, a heartbreaking reality to live into, especially when you're a huge lover. And it's all the more motivating to be present and be where you actually are when you're there, right? Knowing that my children, who I love like beyond imagination, knowing that I release them to a world every day in which they could no longer be, is crippling in one aspect of myself. And in another aspect of myself, which is the more dominant one at this point in my life, is that means I need to be with them when I'm actually with them. I need to actually be in my life where I am when it gets good. And a lot of people jump out the second it gets good, or they build a wall because they're afraid it's going to go away. And the only difference is if you build the wall, you're actually in the situation, or you're not in the situation. You're not fully and completely in the situation. If you're open, you get to actually be in the situation. So when it gets good, let it be good. And I know that that is a harder task than most people can imagine if you're like me, right? It is scary. And there is wisdom in the inevitable reality that you're going to lose that thing. Let that be motivating for you to actually be with it when you're with it and stay open, instead of put it in a prison cell and try to keep it and suck it all away because you're afraid that it's going to go away. It will go away. It's very motivating to be with it while it's actually present.